the silent auction of your deepest regrets. Episode 6, The Replacement. He watched Angela move through the apartment like a shadow, trying to remember the body that made it. Some nights, she talked in her sleep, names, half-stories, lullabies she no longer remembered writing. Tonight was different. There was no sleep. A message still glowed on her phone. Lot 24. The replacement buyer. Pending seller. Pending subject. Angela Brooks. She stared at the screen until the numbers blurred. She pressed her palm to her chest like she needed to keep her heart inside. The building was quiet. Too quiet. Even the pipes that usually moaned at night held their breath. At 3:11 a.m., she stepped onto the balcony and looked over the empty street. A cat sat on a car hood and stared up at her like it was waiting for her to speak. The sky was black in the way only city skies are, dark, but lit from below by street lamps trying to look like stars. The auction was moving again. She felt it like weather. Behind her, the wind pushed the balcony door open. She turned and froze. A note now lay on the kitchen floor. Thin, white, folded twice. She had not heard it fall. She picked it up with shaking fingers. Inside. The replacement has already spoken to the children. She fits. You have 7 days. One more line. Small, almost kind. Time can be sold too. Angela closed the note with both hands, like folding a wound shut. She did not cry. Not anymore. The next morning, she walked to the school. Not to take the kids, only to look. She stood across the street, pretending to wait for a bus that never came. Children poured out the doors, loud and alive. Faces she knew, faces she had kissed and scolded and held. Faces that had once searched for her. Caleb came out first, backpack tight against his shoulders. He scanned the crowd, looking for someone. Angela felt her breath catch, maybe her. But then his face lit up at someone behind her. Angela turned. Her sister Rachel stood 10 feet away. Clean coat, neat hair, smiling like a woman in a commercial where life is easy. Lily ran to her, arms open, and Rachel lifted her without effort, like she had practiced it. Caleb walked to Rachel, leaned close, and Rachel kissed his forehead. Soft, warm, mother-like. Ready to go, babies? Rachel said. Babies. Angela felt the word hit her. Rachel held Lily on her hip and reached for Caleb's hand. The children followed her to her car. No hesitation, no confusion, no missing piece. Not even a glance back toward the street where their real mother stood. Angela backed away until the bus stop sign hit her face. She held the metal pole like it was the only thing keeping her knees from folding. Rachel looked perfect. Too perfect. No anger, no sadness, no regret. She fit. And the auction loved anything that fit. When the car pulled away, Angela finally let go of the pole. Her handprint stayed on the cold metal, wet and sharp, like a ghost of heat. Angela did not knock on her sister's door. She let herself in with the old key they had exchanged years ago, back when trust was not something a ledger could price. The house smelled like candles and warm food. Someone had cleaned. Someone had folded laundry. Someone had placed 3 pairs of small shoes in a straight line by the wall. Lily sat on the rug with dolls. Caleb colored at the table with his tongue between his teeth, the way he always had when he was concentrating. Rachel poured juice into cups shaped like bears. Angela waited for one of them to notice her. None did. "I'm here," Angela said softly. No answer. "I said I'm here." Still nothing. Rachel finally lifted her head and smiled politely, as if Angela were a distant cousin who had stopped by uninvited. "Oh," Rachel said. "Hi." "Hi?" Angela repeated. "Hi, that's it?" Rachel blinked. "Do we have plans?" "I don't remember." The children kept playing. Caleb hummed. Lily giggled. Angela stepped closer. "Kids, look at me." "Nothing." "Caleb," she said louder. He didn't react. "Lily." She tried, voice cracking. Still nothing. She took Caleb's hand. His skin was warm, real, alive. He pulled back, not with fear, but with confusion, like a stranger had touched him. "Sorry," he said softly. "I'm drawing." Angela's heart twisted so tight she could hardly breathe. Rachel set the juice bottle down. Her voice stayed soft. "Please don't confuse them." "Confuse them?" Angela snapped. "I gave birth to them." Rachel frowned, calm and strange. "Don't be dramatic. The kids are happy. They're safe. They're sleeping. You should be happy for them." Angela's voice shook. "Rachel, what did you do?" Rachel sighed. "You've been unstable. Everyone sees it. The auction just gave us a way to fix things." "The auction is not a therapist," Angela whispered. "It's a butcher." Rachel smiled, patient and patronizing. "You don't understand. They helped. I didn't erase you. I just took the parts that scare them." "Which parts?" "The parts where you left." Angela felt the world tilt. "I came back," she said. "Children don't understand back," Rachel replied. "They understand gone." Angela stepped toward Lily. "Baby, look at me." Rachel stood quickly, blocking her. There was steel under her soft voice now. "Don't touch them." Angela froze. Rachel held her ground, like someone guarding property she paid for. And then Angela understood something cold. Rachel wasn't pretending. She believed the children belonged to her now. Not borrowed, not babysat, owned. Angela backed toward the door, chest shaking. "This isn't real," she whispered. Rachel didn't argue. She didn't need to. The kids weren't looking. The house wasn't hers. Her name wasn't theirs. The auction had already started the rewrite. That night, Angela tore her apartment apart. Drawers, cabinets, boxes she hadn't opened in years. She found the pregnancy photos, the first drawings, the hospital bracelets, a broken music box Caleb had dropped when he was 3. She spread everything across the floor, a museum of a life no one remembered. Her phone buzzed. She grabbed it fast. New drop. Lot 24. The replacement leading buyer. Rachel Brooks closing in. 7 days. Another message. You may counterbid. Angela stared at the words until they cut her. What could she offer? She already paid with a year of memories. She already lost her place. She already gave blood and breath and nights without sleep. What was left? The phone buzzed again. This time, a voice message. play or delete. She played. Rachel's voice filled the room. Calm, sweet, deadly. Angie, don't make this difficult. The kids need someone stable, someone who stays, someone who doesn't crumble. I'm not stealing them. I'm fixing the mess. You should let me. Angela dropped the phone. Her hands shook so hard she could barely breathe. Rachel didn't sound cruel. She sounded convinced. That was worse. On the second day, Angela went to the counselor's office. She didn't knock. She walked right in. Ms. Ford looked up, surprised. Angela? Where are the kids today? With Rachel, Angela said flatly. You told Eric they needed a consistent adult. Ms. Ford straightened, uncomfortable. Angela, I never said. You did, Angela snapped. You gave him the excuse. Ms. Ford walked to her filing cabinets and pulled out a thin folder. I never said Rachel should replace you. I said they need structure. Angela leaned in. Tell me something. Does anyone remember I existed? Ms. Ford frowned. Of course. Do you remember the hospital visits? The school meetings? The nights I brought them here because they couldn't sleep? Ms. Ford froze. Her eyes went soft, confused. I don't know, she said. Maybe Eric brought them? Angela stepped back. No. You don't remember, do you? Ms. Ford rubbed her forehead. I think you should sit down. No, Angela whispered. The rewrite already reached here. Ms. Ford's breathing quickened. Angela, I don't understand. You will, Angela said. When you forget this conversation in 5 minutes. She left before the counselor's mind could rearrange itself. On the third night, Eric knocked on her door. His hands shook. He looked thinner, eyes red, cheeks hollow. I didn't sign anything, he said. Not yet. Angela didn't let him inside. She stood in the doorway with her arms crossed like she was holding the frame up. Rachel called me, he said. She said you're unstable. She said you're scaring the kids. Are you going to believe her? Angela asked. Eric's voice cracked. I don't know what to believe. Angela stepped forward. Do you remember the night Caleb choked on a grape? Who got it out? Eric blinked. Confusion moved across his face like a slow shadow. I did, he said. You weren't even home, Angela said softly. You were drunk. Eric flinched like she slapped him. Don't do this. Tell me who taught Lily to tie her shoes, she said. He opened his mouth. Nothing came out. Tell me who stayed awake when they had the flu. Who slept on the floor next to their beds. Who learned the sound they make when they're scared. Eric backed away. Stop. You're losing me, she said. Not on purpose. By design. He shook his head. I can fix this. No, she said. You can pay for this. He stared at her with wet, broken eyes. I don't have anything left to sell. You have guilt, she said. And regret. And shame. Those are expensive. He laughed once, low and dead. They said the same thing. You've talked to them again, she said. I have to, he whispered. To stop Rachel. Angela stepped closer. Eric, listen to me. If she finishes the bid, I don't just disappear. What happens? He whispered. I get replaced, she said, erased and rewritten. The kids will grow up remembering a life that never happened. A mother who was always there and always perfect. Eric's voice cracked. How do we stop it? We don't stop it, Angela said. We outbid it. At midnight, Angela walked into the warehouse again. The candle burned low. The ledger lay open. Marcus stood at the podium with his hands behind his back, like an undertaker waiting for someone to claim a body. Ms. Brooks, he said, welcome back. Eric stood beside her, pale and shaking. Rachel stood across the aisle, wearing a clean coat and a calm face. She didn't look at Angela. Marcus opened the ledger. Lot 24. The replacement leading bidder. Rachel Brooks. What do you offer? Marcus asked quietly. Rachel stepped forward. I offer my future. Not dramatic, not frightened, just steady. The next 20 years, she said. I will not marry. I will not have children of my own. I will give everything to Lily and Caleb. I will raise them, feed them, protect them. I will be the mother Angela cannot be. The room murmured, a soft wave of interest. It was a powerful bid. A mother who would surrender her own life to protect 2 children she didn't birth. Marcus nodded. Strong currency. Angela felt sick. Rachel's voice never shook. They deserve stability. Marcus turned to Angela. Your counterbid? Angela's throat tightened. She had nothing left to trade. Nothing but ... I offer my freedom, she said. The room went silent. Marcus tilted his head. Define. I won't fight, Angela said. Any decision Eric makes. Any school, any treatment, any custody schedule. I will step back. I will live close, but always outside the frame. Her voice was shaking now, but she continued. I will love them with a closed mouth. I will swallow every word that would make me loud. I will be present, but quiet. I will not ask them to choose. Marcus looked almost touched. All so strong, he said. He looked to the ledger. The page wrote itself. 2 offers. 2 futures. 2 mothers fighting without touching. Marcus lifted the gavel. Rachel's chin was high. Angela's hands were trembling. Eric stepped forward. I offer my name, he said. Marcus paused. Define. My last name, Eric said. The kids can have hers. Permanently. Officially. The world will know she is their mother. Angela turned slowly, eyes filling. Marcus smiled beneath the wire mask. Sentimental value, not a currency. Then I offer my father, Eric whispered. All of him. The anger, the temper, the fists I've never used but feel in my bones. The voice that lives in my teeth when I talk too loud. Take all of it. Bleed it out. Make me harmless. Marcus considered. The room leaned in. Even Rachel's face flickered. Accepted, Marcus said. The ledger burned a thin circle. The candle bent as if bowing. Counter? Marcus asked Rachel. Rachel swallowed. I offer the truth, she said. All of it. Every secret Angela has ever told me. Every story she trusted me with. Every weakness. Every fear. Angela's knees went weak. You would sell me, Angela whispered. I would save them, Rachel said. Marcus raised the gavel again. Before he could strike, a door at the back opened. The woman in gray walked forward. No sound, no hurry. She placed a thin black folder on the podium. Marcus opened it. His voice changed. Colder, sharper. Drop order lot 24 is now a full rewrite subject. Angela Brooks' outcome. Erasure and replacement bidder. None the system has decided. Rachel froze. Eric's mouth fell open. Angela felt her soul slide. Marcus looked at her with something like respect. Someone higher has taken the bid, he said. No buyer, no seller. A direct rewrite. What does that mean? Angela whispered. It means the children will wake tomorrow, Marcus said, and remember a life where you died 5 years ago. Angela's legs failed. Eric caught her before she hit the floor. Rachel shook her head. No, that's not what I wanted. I didn't ask for that. The auction took your offer, Marcus said. It does not guarantee your intent. Angela couldn't breathe. The room spun. The world shrank. Please, she whispered. Please, no. Marcus leaned in. You want a counterbid? He asked gently. Angela clutched Eric's sleeve. Yes. You must offer something with weight, Marcus said. Something that will pull the rewrite back. Angela knew what that was. She had always known. My life, she said. Eric shouted, Angela, no! Angela looked up with dead calm. If I stay alive, they erase me. If I die willingly, the rewrite becomes a memorial, a memory, not a lie. Marcus nodded. A mother who chose her children over herself is a powerful story. Rachel stepped forward, shaking. No. Angela, no. I only wanted to help. I didn't want... Angela didn't look at her. She looked at the kids' faces in the picture frames lined up behind Marcus's desk. I offer my life, she said again. Marcus lifted the gavel. Eric grabbed his arm. Take mine, he begged. Take mine instead. Take everything. Take Dash. Marcus turned to him, voice soft. You already gave everything. There is nothing left. The gavel came down. The candle blew out. The warehouse turned black. Something left Angela's body. Something small, warm, and final. She saw the children's faces. She saw their smiles. She saw her own hands holding them. And then, Angela opened her eyes. She was in her apartment, morning light, coffee smell, birds outside. She sat up fast. She was alive. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. A message from a dot, transaction complete. The rewrite failed. Angela's breath caught. Failed? Why? The next message came. One child blocked the system. Angela's hands shook as she typed, Who? A pause, then Lily. Another, she remembered your voice. She said no. Angela dropped the phone. Her heart crashed against her ribs like something trying to escape. Then, the child who remembers. One last message. A new buyer is angry. Someone wants the thread cut forever. Angela stood dizzy, terrified, alive. Her daughter remembered. The auction was coming, and for the first time, it was coming angry.
Thank you for listening to The Storyteller's Moon. If this story touched you, scared you, or kept you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps the stories alive, and I can't wait to share the next one with you under the moonlight. Until then, may your nights be safe and your dreams unforgettable.